This is Sandman1MT and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, hit that like and subscribe and we'll get right down to it. As you can tell, I've already pulled for my first copy of Canterella after trying her out with some of my other team comps and seeing the value that she's able to provide for several reasons besides the two you see here. She just has such good drip art and design and a presence that just demands attention, and she has a personality that if she doesn't get it, she'll do whatever it takes to go ahead and get it. And I also noticed after playing it for a little bit and everything else, she actually puts the character to sleep and slows down the enemies, making it easier for a casual player like myself, and completing harder content will become easier in the future. Now, I've already pulled my other previous banners, and I lost when I tried to get my second copy of Chang Li to Yingling again. However, and everything else, I'm basically fresh out from my next pulls and everything else, starting out fresh with a guarantee. And just look at this drip art. After she does one of her special moves, she actually changes the whole entire environment. I just find that just the way she interacts with the environment and the value she can bring to account be a very good pull value. However, let's go ahead and get to our pulls and stuff. Wow, first 10 pull, folks. So this is a guarantee, so I'll let her lines go ahead and play out when the scene pops up. On my channel, I like to go ahead and let the characters have their chance to have their say instead of me having to talk all over it. So I'm looking forward to see how this plays out.
The sea is a mirror. It reflects the shape of your soul in its tides.
Wow. I'd say that's one heck of an entrance that she goes and makes. That's a very good first impression. It definitely leaves a lasting one, needless to say. Now, after pulling on her, and only getting her in the first 10 pull, I decided I'm definitely going for the weapon. It's beautiful. It's going to match, and it's going to give her a lot of extra power and everything else. I definitely love how you're guaranteed your weapons here on this game as well. So this is my first 10 pull. And this is my second. So we're 20 in. And it's already 20 gold. I think my luck is going very, very, very well on this account. I've gotten back-to-back on my pulls, even though I lost my last banner. Now I've gotten my weapon in only 20 pulls. This is going very well for me. And honestly, with the wishes left, I wasn't going to pull for her, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a try to see what happens. Oh my god. Another back. It's gold again, guys. I'm almost afraid to go forward. I don't want another Ling Yang. If I do lose, give me Verena Encore, just anybody but him. But hopefully, I can go ahead and get this copy and make my count that much more stronger. Okay,
Ranger
she scared
Donjing.
me.
Worry not. My Crimson Blade will not... Oh! I'm looking forward to our game.
Oh my god. So that's a back-to-back. 20 on the weapon. For my last banner, I lost first 10 pull. I was on my guarantee. I got my character. Then I went ahead and got my weapon after only 20 pulls. Now, on my next character pull, I got another 5-star character. And I think all these characters are going to go really well with my S6 brand I picked up from my last banner. So if you haven't seen those pulling videos, go ahead and check those out. I could use the extra view time. I thank you so much for all those. Hit the like and subscribe, but I'm still after a partnership with YouTube and I need some extra view time and hours. So check out my other videos and everything else. I'd really appreciate it and help out a lot. Thank you so much. As you can see, it's turned gold already again. This is my third back to back now
Rain.
on my 10 pulls. And I can't believe it. I won my other 50-50 as well. I'm sorry for all those other content creators out there who are losing right now on your polls. It's my fault. Well, I guess I'm not sorry. I'm grateful as hell. This is awesome. And I'm so impressed by it. I did decide to drop another $100 down and to get more copies of her. And I did pull earlier and everything else in on the banner, trying to go ahead and wish the thing up, and about another 50 wishes. So we are about 50 pulls in on this now, after my grinding and everything else. And this is another 50-50 win after 50 pulls on this one. So I hope I can keep this luck going and everything else. I would like to go ahead and I believe I'm going to go for S6 at this point, and I might have to spend some additional money, but right now I'm only $250 in on these pulls so far. So I'll let my wallet cool down there for just a moment and everything else, and I'll go ahead and showcase some of the beauty out in the open world, because let's be honest, that's the whole reason why we're here. And just listen to the sound effects they even add to this. They spared no expense on this character. This is definitely someone's fetish. And look at how the scenery in the world changed, just like I mentioned earlier. It just encompassed the whole entire environment. I mean, just running around an open world, just that value alone for those who enjoy that type of thing is excellent. And she gets all this amazing support, and once you go ahead and get multiple copies of her, any kind of energy regeneration or any other issues that people talk about completely go away. She can actually maintain that whole entire state and everything else. Like she's swooping around here for longer periods of time without going out of it. And just look, again, as she's performing her attacks, the amount of range that she's able to cover lands in a very provocative and sexy way. So I'm going to go over here to bank and maybe make another withdrawal and everything else over here. So go ahead and watch my other videos afterwards to help me get that view time up again, guys. Thanks a lot. Continuing back up over here, as you can tell, I'm going to go ahead and continue to go ahead and pull in this character. I dropped in a little extra money, $100 at this point, because, well, it's going so well. And this is another 10 pull. This is my third back-to-back. I can't believe it. That's another copy down in their sequence, folks. So those who keep on waiting for Shorekeeper, I think it's a mistake. This character provides, I think, doesn't provide the crit rate, but she provides the overall damage value, and she actually slows down the enemies, and she does, I think, higher damage value. I like Shorekeeper, but I always felt like she's missing something in her kit and how she moved. And this character moves exactly like I thought Shorekeeper should. So I'm going to use some of my coral that was meant for Roshia, and I'm going to go ahead and pick an additional copy of her so I can get her up to my second sequence of her. I find her very high value and well worth the time and aspirates I've spent, and I've decided to go ahead and even spend an extra $100. I think I'm going to go try for her S4. I don't know if my pulls are going to keep on going as well, but I'm going to go ahead and... Okay, it's gold again. I can't believe how quickly these are coming up. It's early. And who do I get? Come on. Oh!
This flower is
Well,
for you.
It's
I hope
okay.
that makes you happy.
That makes her my S2. That does make her really strong, and I am going to be going for Zani on my next banner, and she's rumored to be Spectro, and having this extra sequence is definitely going to go ahead and help things out. So, and you know what? I can't complain. You've seen how my luck's gone so far, so it's been really fortunate for me. So, that's good. I'll take it. And besides, just a little extra coral for my account. So let's continue to see if I'm going to have the most best luck in all the streamers out there. Let's see if I can get that S6. Now, I know a lot of people are saying that they're saving up and waiting for Shorekeeper for the crit rate and everything else. I think that's a mistake. And the reason I think that is because this character not only provides an extra boost in damage to any team member and stuff on it, no, not crit, but the damage, liberation, and everything else she provides. She also slows down the enemies and makes it easier for a casual player and everything else to set up their combos and everything else who might not know all the rotations. And I think that's missed by a lot of content creators out there. A lot of them, the same ones, and go ahead and recommended that Roshia will brick your account. Brant will brick your account because you can't get the energy. Oh, you have to have all this crit rate to clear the tower. Well, I've been grinding for my artifacts and everything else for my echoes, and all my characters have gotten 70 crown crit or above without having the Shorekeeper around, and I'm pulling for where I want and enjoying it. Now, I think the drip art and design's fine on the Shorekeeper. However, like I said, I think she should have moved more like this character here that I have now. And I'm spending all my coral for Roshia to make sure I can go ahead and happen, and I'm almost completely out. Hopefully this is enough to go ahead and get it, because I'm at $350 so far, which is awesome, but it's still money I don't have. And thankfully, this is my S6, folks. So this is my second full sequence character I've ever had in 40 years of playing games and everything else and gotchas in the last few years. I got Brant, and now I got an S6 Canterella. That is so awesome. And it's, what's this? And I guess Farina heard me saying all those nice positive things about her and decided to go ahead and make this a double banner. I guess I think I did have the best luck of all the streamers out there. And maybe if they didn't go ahead and crap talk Roshia and Brant and everything else so much, Canterella would have been more than happy to go ahead and come by. And just look at this drip art and look how she looks in the open world. I don't know how these two guys that can ignore her. I mean, geez. She's just beautiful. Just blends in. Oh, wait, the old guy couldn't take it anymore. Let's see if the younger man can hold out. See how good of a fisherman he really is. But you come up over here and you just see, she blends in. She works with an environment. I think since in the storyline I caught, it's pretty epic. And I love it, these idle animations. They come out, they change the whole entire world. Nihida did that with their burst, and you had to quickly go through it. And this is just casual and lets you enjoy it in the atmosphere in the world. Wuwa keeps them just knocking them out when it comes to their character designs. I have to admit, my own personal preference and stuff, I prefer ones like Carlotta, Camellia without the crazy, and everything else. However, I can appreciate the beauty and everything else and all the characters that they have out in this game. And I just love the flow that she has and her animations behind it. It is just beautiful. And the flow is, it goes across the whole entire screen. The AoE is huge. And I just see the value that she provides for, I'm going to use her with Roshia and Brant with very good effect. And the other team I wanted to go ahead and try out was running Chang Li and Brant and her as well. I mean, there's a bunch of different combinations I'm going to go ahead and be running out in my team comps. And I want to showcase some of these and everything else out in the open world. And that's unique to my channel only. I'm going to be showcasing along with billboard hits, music from animes, Wuwa, and other sources as well. I love showcasing music and the beauty of the world and the characters, along with some of the commentaries I do. So if you guys want to check out some of my other videos, I'd greatly appreciate it. Eventually, I will be creating a Patreon as well. And I'm going to be giving away prizes and giveaways that I've already picked up from eBay to some of my subscribers to that. I'll also include my full entire anime music collection, unlike my free one from Discord that you can join there for free and enjoy 600 songs. This one will have 2,000 songs, my whole entire cutting room floor of my thumbnails that come from Wuwa, and along with all my anime picture collection over the last decade, where I used to work vectors and everything else and uploading photos as well, will be shared on that site. So look forward to that coming soon. However, back over here to what's going on at Canterella, you can just see how she just blends and moves in the world. And that's another thing I like to showcase on my channel, is the beauty of the open world and the characters as well. Now we come back over here to a build screen. You can see she's already at 41% crit rate. She's got a massive amount of crit damage. And I stole off a bunch of pieces off of Encore. So I'm going to have to build up Encore pieces again to get her up. And I'm already halfway done with that already. That's why I said, pull for what you want, guys. Go for the characters that interest you. And this is the weapon that gives her an extra attack of 12%. And specifically for her, it just increases her damage up to 40% down here, and some extra things that it does I haven't figured out yet. But it does a lot of different things to make her strong. And I enjoy that. And you can see I already got a crit rate piece, the crit rate and crit damage. It's an energy regen. I mean, people act like the echo grinding is the end of the world. It's one of the things I enjoy the most in this game. And I think it's worth the time to just enjoy the game and just play who you want. Don't always listen to others out there and say, don't get this one, don't get that one. Pull for whoever you like and who you enjoy and who makes it easier for your account. And we come back up over here. That extra crit rate I'm missing, I am going to be getting it when I can finally level her up. But that comes to my other problem that I do have with Wuwa. The fact that I'm locked to level 40 and I got to rush through the storyline now simply to go ahead and get the match to finish and level this character up. They need to fix that. But here, as you can see, this first skill is the one that gives her energy and that interrupt and resistance. It's a perfectly good stopping point for most players. The second one, however, goes ahead and puts them into a hazy state to go ahead and kind of knock them out, then to a sleeping state to go ahead and push them around. And on top of that, she gains a 245% damage bonus. This third one increases that by doubling up that ability and increases another one of her skills up by 370%. And if you come up to the fourth skill up over here, she gains an extra 25% healing bonus, making her easier to go ahead and use in some of the harder content later on in environments. And this one increases her AoE by increasing how many fish that she sends out by 2. And this last one decreases the defense by 30% of any characters, no matter what their element is. And on top of that, she gets those attack bonuses and everything else. It is a major skill, and it actually makes her a DPS as well. So now I got another great team member for my account, and it's going to be used with different team comps. I'm even going to go ahead and try with teams like Encore. And I said, for Shia and Brant, and with my Chang Li team setups, I'm going to use it with Zeshi, and of course, little Camellia over here. I just see so many potential uses and everything else, and I know that some of them don't synergize completely. But like I mentioned in some other videos, I think when they get these elemental reactions going on that people are speculating about, I think having multi-elements and team is going to be a benefit instead of a hindrance. And some of those skills you lose, you'll gain later on. And now, here's one of my other favorite little characters, Verena. I love how she's a perfect replacement and stuff for my Nahida out in the character. And I would like to see a costume change on her and where she get rid of those stupid pigtails and, kind of just let her hair flow out and everything else. I like the kid characters because they're fun and adorable out in the environment. And like I said, they remind me of a freer time out and with kids play in the park and everything else out with the families and then on the Sunday afternoon and everything else after a picnic. And I think she really encompassed that, a character like this. And I gained a lot of great attacks and everything else for her. And eventually, if they give us a free-to-choose character, I'd like to ask for her, because then I think she'd be a great support for Zani, who I'm going to be picking up here on the next banner, particularly since I'm on my guarantee for my next character. Since I got that double banner, Verena on that last one was technically a loss, even though I figure it was a win. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of fan service out here, as I promised. I didn't understand why they had this tub out here when I first came into Renacida, and then this character came out, and then I understand. So this is a great way, folks, to take a nice leisurely walk or stroll through Renacida and enjoy the many views that this game has to go ahead and offer. I think other players are missing that in their games. Can come over here and take a relaxing bathtub ride with their favorite characters and enjoy the offerings that this game offers. And now for the highlight of the game is our battle with the L'Oreal. And this is one I've been waiting for ever since they announced her, was to go ahead and showcase her in an arena like this. And I'm looking forward to actually going ahead and making a video that for my father's birthday is coming up that'll contain Elvis. And it'll contain some awesome music with that, and maybe some scenes that'll be really appropriate. So look forward to that as well, and look forward to that too, my dad. So back over here I'll finish up our showcase and just show how beautiful it is to play this game. If you haven't played this game before, check it out. Go ahead and be free to play, or play it for a month and see what you think. Spend a little time onto it. It's a lot of enjoyment I think you'll get out of it. And as I said in my other players, pull for who you want. And I'm getting a little bit better at playing in the games. However, this is one of the things I like, even when you make mistakes like this, when people talk about how difficult quick swapping is, it, to me, is very simple to do. I do a lot of it when I've played through Genshin Impact back, when I was still playing it a lot. And so, to me, quick swapping comes naturally, and to be able to pop in and out of skills comes second hand. And once I kind of get the feel for characters and a team comp setup, and I get more familiar with it and have a UI up, I can perform pretty well with my attacks and characters. However, like I said, my channel is a little bit about the commentaries, taking more of a won't you be my neighbor, Mr. Rogers approach to things, and come enjoy some Billboard hits and music like Metallica, Guns N' Roses, some more traditional music and everything else, and pop idol hats that I've put out as well, from Enix and like Devil Inside and a few other songs. So you guys come, hit that like and subscribe, give me the view times for my channel, and look forward to the Patreon I'll be setting up later on for my channel as well. And I look forward to hopefully getting a contract with Wuthering Waves and to support some of the content, because I really do love this game. And apparently, the characters love coming home my account. So if you want to get some of that luck, watch a couple of my other videos, and maybe your pulls will go just as well as mine have today. Hope to see you guys soon.
Deep tides.